rushing at each other and trying to stab, which if we did this, we would just go, blah.
He knows a lot of that.
And if you're not studied in the art, this happens a lot. In fact, George Silver, who was an Englishman, said that these were very dangerous weapons and they were not proper weapons because they would just keep stabbing each other, and a lot of Englishmen who were new to rapier would just kill each other, straight out. They were used to sword and buckler where they could ting, 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 but when they went here, they're like, oh, and they will stab each other. But the Italian masters had an answer to this, which is what the art of rapier fencing is all about. So if he's there in a guard called third, let's say, I'm going to try to come at a distance carefully and slowly, extend my sword so that more of my sword is over his sword. And I want the strong part of my sword, which is called the forte, like a fort. Like have you ever heard, that's his forte. It means it's their strong or their advantage. So I'm going to try to put my forte on his weak, which is this part of the sword. He has less leverage with that part. So if I come here and I put my forte here, I can push his sword out of the way, and even if he tries to push back, even if John's a lot stronger than me and I'm just standing here, you get the idea.
What if I try and cut you?
Very good question. Well, if he preps his cut out of range and tries to cut me, normally if I just stood here, he would hit me in the head. Ouch. As he's doing that, I can insert my sword here. I'm catching his blade here and stabbing him while he's cutting me. Another option would be, as he's trying to cut my head, I simply and then stab him. So I would lean back out of the way, maybe even step back as he's throwing that blow. Oh no! And while he's recovering, because he's done this big motion, I can stab him.
I want to see an incartata.
Sure. So one of the things, let's say I said, oh, I'm going to give you an invitation. I want you to try to stab me in the chest. I'm going to make a big opening so it looks like you can stab me in the chest. As he goes to do this, I'm going to step out of the way with my back foot behind my other foot and stab him in the face, avoiding my body out of the way and looking behind me while I stab him. I don't have to look away.
But you
You get extra style points if you do.
And one way to think about the rapier is, you know, like a cowboy's pistol? Right? You didn't take your pistol to the Civil War. You took your rifle. This is something you can wear around town. Like, you see people with pistols here, it's no big deal, right? They just got the pistol in the hip. But you see the guy with the AR walking around Walmart, you kind of go like, what's that guy up to?
That's kind of like carrying a longsword.
Yeah, that's what the longsword became, or the armor, or the poleaxe. That's like, that guy might be up to something.
But everybody who wanted to become a gentleman or wanted to be more than a peasant walked around with a rapier.
And you
for
could bling these
several
things
hundred
out.
years.
They're amazing looking.
So it became very popular, not only for dueling, but also if you're walking outside a bar and suddenly you get jumped by ruffians, you might have to pull your rapier out and your parrying dagger. I think I have one right there. Got my parrying dagger? Ah, right there. So dagger is made for the left hand. It's got a little ring on it to guard my hand. So I might pull that out, and as he's trying to stab me, I'm going to engage that with my dagger while I'm stabbing him, freeing my sword to do the stabbing in one motion. Once again, as he's stabbing for my middle, I'm going to stab here and stab him while he's stabbing at me. If I can attack him while he's doing something, another one would be stabbing on the inside here. I can push it under and pass it over. I'm actually pushing this across my body. Cool. Another one would be, instead of, if he stabs at me high, I might use my sword, step in and use my dagger to stab him.
One of the guys we studied, Giganni, has a play like that. You intentionally miss them your sword.
Another one, if he tried to cut me, I could block with both my sword and my dagger, leave my dagger there, slice, stab. You can also use the pommel and try to do disarms, things like this. One disarm is pretty fun. Let's say I'm here, and he tries to stab it inside. I'm going to push across, reach over my own blade, pull, pop, and show him both blades. So he tries to drop that one, okay. He should give up at that point. Any questions on the rapier? Popular for several hundred years.